Hi, my name's Andrew Thorp. I'm a business speaker and a skills trainer, and I'd like to talk to you today about a concept called Speakeasy. Now, if you run your own company, if you work in a business development role or maybe as a team leader, you've got a message to sell. You've got to get people interested in what you offer and how it can help them. Now, your ability to convey that message convincingly is one of the most important challenges facing you in business. Just think about how often you're called upon to do this. You've no doubt been to a networking event where you've met someone for the first time and they ask you the classic question, "What do you do?" How you answer that question, the so-called elevator pitch, 30 or 60 seconds summarising what your company's about, could make the difference between doing business or not doing business. It might be that you get an extended version of this, a 10-minute presentation at the next event, where you have to expand on your basic pitch. Or it might be a more formal business presentation at a team meeting or maybe a client proposal. But for so many people, it's a difficult challenge. A lot of people suffer from nerves and their delivery suffers, or maybe they've not yet developed the skills needed to get their message across properly. Maybe the message they're putting across just isn't clear or compelling. Maybe it's not well structured and the audience just gets confused. Or even worse, it's so dull that the audience starts to nod off. But there's another overriding problem, and it's something that acts as a real barrier to improving these skills. The problem is that if you're not very good at presenting, then people probably aren't going to come up to you and say what they didn't like about it and how you should improve it because they're too polite, they don't want to upset you. If you're average, they probably still won't come up to you because average is a bit boring, it's not really worthy of commenting. If you're absolutely amazing, they may well come up to you and say, "That was fantastic, I really enjoyed that," but then you don't really need any help. So for the vast majority of people who are either not very good or average, they're operating in a kind of information vacuum. They have an idea of what they've put out there, but they don't really know what the audience thought of their presentation, and that's a really, really important piece of information that they're lacking. Anybody in marketing will tell you it doesn't really matter what you think you've put out there, all that matters is the perception of the audience, and that's where Speakeasy comes in. So let me tell you more. Well, Speakeasy is essentially a monthly networking event where 4 volunteer speakers test drive a short 5-minute presentation in front of an audience of maybe 20 people. All the events are overseen by an experienced facilitator, and then the audience is encouraged to give constructive feedback on both the message and the style of delivery of each of the presentations. So in that way, all the speakers have a very rare opportunity to pitch something to an audience and to test its success. And of course, in the process, they're sharpening their skills. But of course, if you prefer to contribute from the audience rather than be one of the highlighted speakers, that's fine. And you'll gain an awful lot through the insights and inspiration of the speakers and how to apply them to your own message.
I'm Chris Ravenscroft. I'm here tonight because I've just set up my own business and I wish to learn as quickly as possible how to present interestingly to people. I want to hear how people are doing in terms of their presentations, learning from them, and if I learn from them, then hopefully I can do things well myself. I went to the Pecha Kucha evening a few weeks ago, found it absolutely fascinating, very enjoyable, and I felt there were some very good lessons to be learned from that, and I'm hoping there will be more lessons to be learned this evening.
Okay, I'm Nikki Grundy. I'm here at the Speakeasy event because my job involves presenting to large groups in terms of career options in the hospitality industry. I'm a recruitment manager, and I'd like to be able to pick up some tips and improve my presentation skills.
Now, to add further value, we focus each month on a particular aspect of presenting and public speaking. And we'll occasionally bring in a guest contributor who's an expert in their chosen field. So for example, at the recent event in Manchester, we were joined by Neil Firth of the Vocal Group. Now Neil's got a musical background and he helps people to use their voice properly and to overcome nerves. We'll also take a look at how to use PowerPoint properly so that you deliver insights instead of confusion. We'll have a look at how body language can be employed to convey a positive message and to engage a bit more effectively with the audience. And we'll also work on our storytelling technique. Now that's a critical skill in the delivery of any message. So in this way, Speakeasy delivers a kind of syllabus that runs over 6 months. And although there's no requirement to attend each event, there's tremendous value to be gained from staying the course. I believe Speakeasy is unique in a number of ways, and in some respects it's a 3-in-1 deal. It helps you to craft your message properly. It's a great way to improve your style of delivery and to gain in confidence. And of course there's some great networking benefits to be had by meeting people from different industries and working alongside them. But I think overall it's the opportunity to test drive a business proposition in front of a live audience and get honest, constructive feedback that makes Speakeasy so unusual. And of course, for only £20 per session, it's I suppose really it's a very, very inexpensive form of coaching. Now we've got 2 groups currently running in Manchester, and Macclesfield starts in March 2010, and there's more to follow. So that's essentially my pitch to you. I hope you'll give Speakeasy a try. I really, really do. And I'll leave you with some comments of those who've already joined in. I look forward to meeting you.
I'm Murdo MacDonald. I'm a chartered accountant from Appleton in Warrington, Cheshire. I attended Speakeasy because I wanted to help myself do better presentations, and I thought that looking at Andrew's background and history as a professional coach, I thought this was the right place to go to. There were 4 speakers today, all very different, all very interesting, some using slides, some not, and I thoroughly enjoyed this.
My name's Nick Sutton. I'm from Athlete Matters Physiotherapy Clinic in Worsley. I'm at the Speakeasy event on the 25th of January 2010. I found the night very useful, very insightful. It was I find it very good to see the different styles of that speakers use to get their message across. Found the discussion very useful also on ways people could improve and enhance their pitch.
Yeah, my name's Brian Reynolds. I'm from a new company called Dare to Dream UK. First time I've been to Speakeasy. I came here to learn about improving my skills regarding presentation, and I could probably sum it up in just 2 or 3 words to say that's exactly what I found from it. Well worth the visit, well worth another visit.